I'm gonna start vlogging. Well, I don't really know what to do. This is awkward. Okay, here it goes. This is what German people look like.
He's a nice guy.
Thanks, Darcy. So freaking dude. No. You're telling me that German guys, they pee like this? She's shaking her head yes. Das ist ein Bäum.
The
thinks I'm so funny.
Sparkasse. Not Sparkasse.
No, Sparkasse, whatever. Ah, Marburg!
Every time.
Live life, man. Don't let life live you. What's so crazy about this is that literally 5 years ago today, that was announced. 5 years ago today, my team from Germany announced that I was going to go play football in Germany for the Marburg Mercenaries, and that was the beginning of my travel and YouTube career. What's up, everyone? My name is Silas, Nacita. If you've been with me for a long time, you know who I am, and if you're new, which I know a lot of you are because I just came to WACO and started making videos here, but there's so much for me to say, but I'm going to keep it short for now, to which I will explain on this video. But in order to do that, I'm going to have a good friend of mine, CB Cantwell. You know him well. I'm going to have him come on, and he's going to just help you understand what is going to be changing about this channel and why. So, without further ado, here you go. CB Cantwell. This is CB. CB is going to be asking me questions so that we can kind of just stay on topic, because I could literally talk for like hours about just everything that YouTube has taught me and why I started it and how it's changed over the years and the direction that it's going. So in order to keep on track, he's going to ask questions that he thinks you will have questions similar to. So go ahead, take it away.
All right. So you have said that this YouTube channel is going to change multiple times. What makes this different?
The biggest change that's going to happen with this YouTube channel is that it is no longer going to be solely about my life. So when I first started it, I was in Germany, and it was to show people in America what life was like in Germany for me as an American football player. That shifted to like traveling and football vlogs and just a lot of life, my life, right? The biggest change, like I said, is that it's no longer going to be mine. In fact, it's going to be now CB's and mine. So, big change. No longer the WACO Dude. It will be called the WACO Dudes. S.
Add the S.
Add the S.
Perfect. What made you decide to no longer want to do YouTube by yourself and bring not just someone along, but you've chosen me for some reason? What would be that reason for no longer wanting to do YouTube alone?
I think that the biggest reason why I don't want to do it alone anymore is because I just don't have the capacity to do it. Starting a business and really having a ton of responsibility with that, that takes a ton of my time, and I don't have the ability to invest the same amount of time that I could if I was just doing YouTube. And I'm tired, and I'm sure many people who have watched this channel are tired of just like, just random videos. I mean, it's not like you probably hate them, but consistency and just something like what to expect is something that I want, and I know that viewers want as well. So having another person in it with me who can kind of handle a lot more of those things can make sure that the content that we are creating is consistent and it fits the mission of my life. It's like, and then along with that is not just the time part. It's just the emotional and spiritual, like just heaviness of walking through like really hard things in life. But not only that, but having just like thousands of people input on your life is hard. It weighs on you, and it's the reason I got off YouTube for a long time. And yeah, so I just I don't want to do that anymore. I want to have my life, and I want to live my life, but I don't want my life to be like on YouTube. I don't want YouTube to be about my life. I want it to be about the stories that I get to see and tell. But it's not like my life. Yeah, I'm still going to share things that I've learned and share parts of my life with you, and you'll get to know me and CB. But the main purpose is not to say, hey, here's my life, it's to do other things.
Yeah. So explain the mission a little bit. You said the goal of YouTube is to bring people along the life. So what is Silas's mission?
Yeah, the mission of my life is to, my mission statement is to treasure God as utmost and to speak identity into men. And what that really means, simply put, is that I believe that God has made me and you very unique. And I think that we're all just trying to figure out what that means and who we are. And I really think that God is the ultimate authority on speaking about who we are and our identity. And I just want to share those things that God has taught me through my words and my actions. And so I really want, my mission is to encourage, to inspire, to build up, and to speak life into you. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm going to be miserable. And if I'm doing this alone, oftentimes it's easy for me to get distracted from my mission and get focused on other things. And so that's another big reason why I want another person, so that we can constantly remind each other of the mission, which is to encourage and build up and speak life. It's not about views. It's not about subscribers. It's not about money or fame or any of that crap. It's to do those other things.
Yeah. So at the beginning, you talked about the post that talked about when you went to Germany. How old were you when you first went to Germany?
I was 22.
22. How old are you now?
27.
So 5 years of life. Are we supposed to stay the same as we go throughout life?
Absolutely not.
So
Absolutely
not.
not.
The point of the YouTube channel, right? A lot of people, I've read the comments because I've been part of your channel now for a little bit, and a lot of people want the Silas that was back in Germany. But 5 years of life, if you're the same at 22 and now at 27, there's no growth taking place there. And so if you've watched Silas, and this is just me for someone who has watched Silas from the beginning, if you've watched him from 22 to now 27, you've seen a drastic change, a big change in life. And so going from a young 22-year-old who loves the game of football to now a 27-year-old man, like, you're going to change life. And so the videos are going to change. Part of life is going to change. You followed him not just for football, but because you're interested in who you are as a person, right? So I guess what's expected now, because you can't be the same now as you were then, right? So what would you say to the people who want to follow you, but it's not the same that it was before?
I would say simply you always have the choice to listen and follow who you want to listen and follow to. So if you watched my videos simply because I was playing football or because I was traveling or living in Germany, and you're not interested in what I have to say or what we're going to be posting here, that's just like totally fine. You don't have to watch. That is that is completely on you. You have that freedom. Speaking back on just the change, like, yeah, CB's absolutely right. Just change happens over 5 years. My personality isn't going to change. I'm still going to be energetic at times. I'll be serious at times. I'll cry at times, a lot. but my mission is now refocused. So I would say that a lot of what I posted before was there's a ton of me that hasn't changed in being grateful for things, count your blessings. I said that for years. Those things don't change, but now, like, the older I've gotten, the more I want to focus on what is most important to me and my mission in life. And that to me is growth. And it's obviously taken just like a lot of obstacles along the way. You guys have seen some really great things in my life, and you've seen some really, really difficult things and hard things. And I'm not ashamed of those. I walked through some really hard things, and you have seen my failures. But that's all part of the growth process. That's all part of me becoming more of the person that I believe God has made me to be. So, I do invite you to stick around if you'd like to, because
it's going to get good.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's going to be better than it ever has.
Yeah. So I've just moved here to Waco. Silas has made Waco home as well, and so that's why we're calling it the WACO Dudes. Super excited. What kind of videos are coming? Like we say, I know you say, more to come, man. Stick around. There's going to be all this great stuff coming.
And we never
stick around, and we never do anything, or at least he's never done anything.
Yeah.
And so getting to come alongside that, I kind of help keep things organized the best of my ability, which sometimes I even fail at that. But let's officially say, on record, y'all can hold us accountable. What are some things that are coming from Waco, Texas with the WACO Dudes?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the big topics that we're going to hit is this, what we're calling Why Waco. And we're just going to talk about why Waco is such an amazing place, why Waco is home for us, why, the just different activities that we do, the community, the food, the friends, just everything that makes Waco great. We're going to be doing a series on that. We're also going to be doing a podcast type videos where we sit down like this and we have more conversations like this, because I really do want to share with you just the things that I've learned along the way in just a more serious setting where we can just like get deeper. And then, just to speak on that these things are going to happen. CB is actually in charge of those things. So if it fails, it's on him, not on me. I'll
take that blame. And that's the point of the channel, though, is to cast other burdens on other people, not just yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm excited, super thankful. Do you have a message to everybody who's stuck around?
Yeah, I do. And that's just simply, after 5 years of this, I've learned that it's okay. It's just okay to be you. It's okay to fail. It's okay to think that you have things together and then they all fall apart, and it's okay to feel like quitting. It's okay to feel like worthless at times and purposeless. Those are just feelings that happen because we live in a broken world. But the greatest news of all that I've learned is that I have worth because God says I have worth. I have purpose because God gives me purpose. And I'm loved and known by God in such a way that I don't need to earn that, and neither do you. Thanks for sticking around, and just I was the one who invited everybody into my life from the beginning. So I'm never going to be like, oh man, these people are so hard, it's so hard on me and they criticize me so much and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter, because I'm the one who invited you guys into it in the first place, and I'm glad that I did, because I learned so much through it, and I'm continually learning. And so as this channel begins to shift, I continue to extend that invitation to come into my life and see how just another human being navigates through life. So that's the final message for me.
You want to close it out any special way?
Yeah, I'm going to close out in prayer. God, thank you so much for this day. Thank you for these people that are watching even now. I thank you for my life and just for just being with me through it all, the goods, the bads, my successes, my many failures. I just pray that you would, this channel would be yours, God. I give this channel to you, and the videos that we make, the people that we meet, all of it, I pray would be encouraging and life-giving and inspiring and motivating to other people.
Yeah.
Help people feel like, they're not alone. And yeah, God, I'm so thankful for all of it. And yeah, we want to give you all the glory in this channel. And thank you for CB and bringing him into my life, and just him being here to help me carry this as well. We love you and thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Say it with your chest now, say it with your chest. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take